Did Riley Strain vanish into thin air on a seemingly ordinary night out in Nashville? March 8, 2024, a night of fraternity camaraderie that took a chilling turn. Riley, along with his fraternity brothers, embarked on an evening of revelry, hopping from one Nashville bar to another. The last known sighting of Riley happened around 9:15 that night at a popular musician's bar, Luke Bryan's bar. 21 minutes later, he's thrown out of that same bar. After this point, 9:36 p.m., the timeline becomes a labyrinth of intrigue and unexplained events. In the early hours of March 9th, a disruptive commotion echoes through the hotel corridors. Is this related to Riley's disappearance? A hotel guest reports a cacophony of slamming doors, heated arguments, and a flurry of people entering and exiting rooms. This disturbance, lasting several hours, could be a significant lead in the investigation. As dawn breaks, a concerning silence falls. Despite Riley's conspicuous absence, his fraternity brothers wait an unusually long time before contacting his parents. The reasons behind this delay remain shrouded in mystery, however, its potential implications cannot be ignored. Every minute counts in a missing person case, and this delay has set back the search for Riley significantly. The fraternity brothers' actions, or rather their lack of action, have raised many questions. Their delay in raising the alarm and their decision to carry on with their planned activities cast a shadow on their role in the events that unfolded. With Riley's absence now clear, the clock begins ticking on a desperate search. Riley's parents arrive in Nashville, their fear tangible, and their determination unwavering. They have traveled from Missouri to Tennessee, driven by the hope of finding their son. They meet with local law enforcement officials, eager to relay every detail, every potential clue that could lead to Riley. There's an air of cooperation, a sense of shared concern. Some of the fraternity brothers are present, appearing to assist with the initial missing person report. Their participation seems earnest, their gestures sincere, but the shadow of the unexplained delay in communication looms over them. The hours turn into a day, the search for Riley intensifies. The fraternity brothers, however, make an unexpected move. They leave the search area, their absence noted by Riley's anxious parents. When they return, they are inexplicably dressed for a formal event, their priorities raising eyebrows. Yet, as the fraternity brothers depart the search area, the atmosphere grows even more puzzling. While Riley's parents scour the city, the fraternity brothers' actions cast a shadow over their sincerity. Midday turns into afternoon, and in a move that raises eyebrows, the brothers, who should be engaged in the search, instead leave the area. They reappear hours later, curiously dressed for a formal event. Their decision to continue with pre-planned festivities while their friend remains unaccounted for further complicates their role in this unfolding mystery. Their return from the event is marked by a dismissive demeanor, adding yet another layer of complexity to the situation. The brothers' seemingly nonchalant attitude contrasts sharply with the increasing desperation of Riley's parents. Meanwhile, a conflicting account emerges from one of the fraternity brothers. He claims the early morning commotion had nothing to do with Riley's disappearance, but was instead related to another brother injuring his hand. The truth of this explanation remains shrouded in uncertainty, adding to the growing list of unanswered questions. Further controversy surrounds a vigil held by Riley's college. In what seems like an inexplicable oversight, Riley's family was notified a mere 3 hours before the event, despite living a considerable distance away. The family's exclusion from this act of remembrance only adds to their grief and frustration. As the day ends, the mystery of Riley's disappearance only deepens. Each unanswered question, each inexplicable action casts long shadows over the search, leaving us grappling with the chilling unknown. 2 weeks of tireless searching of hope and despair culminate in a gut-wrenching discovery. The voiceover speaks with a solemn tone, the words heavy with the weight of loss. Riley's body is found in the Cumberland River, a tragic end to the desperate quest for answers. The narration pauses, a moment of silence to honor the young life lost. The discovery, far from providing closure, only adds to the mounting questions. How did Riley end up in the river? What events led to this heartbreaking conclusion? The voiceover's tone shifts to one of determination. The fraternity brothers' actions come under renewed scrutiny. Their dismissive demeanor, their unexplained absence during the search, their conflicting stories, all are examined in the harsh light of this grim discovery. The voiceover concludes on a somber note. As the investigation continues, the mystery of what happened to Riley remains unsolved. His family, his friends, and the community are left grappling with the cruel reality of his untimely end, seeking answers in a sea of heartbreaking questions.